Well, Brad, just with Miami coming in, what do you expect?
Well, a team that's red hot right now, won their last 4 games. The big series at home against St. Cloud, sweeping them. That's a big momentum building a weekend for them. So we expect a team that has a lot of confidence. And again, we have to build from our weekend last weekend in Omaha, and again put that in the past. But also remember that we need to keep building too on momentum.
How do you guys kind of reset after last weekend, where you're probably not going to have 16 goals and a lot of easy offense, so to speak?
No, those weekends don't come along every weekend. We know that. They have to work for everything you get, and biggest thing is knowing that you're playing against another NCHC opponent here, that you have to play the right way, and playing the right way is playing hard away from the puck. And they have a young team coming in here that's very offensive, and if you give them a lot of room, they can score like they did last weekend. So again, the biggest thing for our group is knowing that we have everybody back in our lineup available, and that everybody has to pull the rope equally to try to get the job done here.
How do you guys manage Tyson's week? Did he take a couple days off early this week?
Yeah, he did. He took Monday and Tuesday off. He'll practice today with us. We wanted to make sure that he gets enough rest to recharge the batteries and get going. The fear we have going forward is making sure that our batteries don't run down, so that sickness creeps into our group here, and make sure that we stay healthy. Because again, how important it is to stay healthy the second half of the year. And again, we try to manage our guys the right way. And with Tyson, we need for him to get his energy level back to where it was before.
How did he come out of the weekend?
Good. No, he was good. He, his playing time was limited too. We managed his minutes, and he practiced the last couple of days and looked good. So there's no, negative as far as him coming back too early. He looked good in practice the last couple of days.
What's the significance of coming home? I know it's only been 3 games away, but it's been a month in actual time. What's the significance of getting back to the Ralph?
Well, again, it's we're very blessed to be this is our home, and we've had a lot of success here, but we've had a lot of success because of a lot of different things. So, obviously the mindset coming in here, playing hard every night, having our loyal and passionate fans being a big part of it to give us momentum here. And when we left, it wasn't a very good feeling in our locker room, or a taste in our mouth when we left here. We had a very good game on Western on Friday, and it wasn't very good on Saturday, and we keep bringing that up. That there's an obligation or a level that we have to get to, especially when we play here in the Ralph.
Coach, good performances the last few weeks. Do you think that the team is hitting their stride right now, or at least starting to hit their stride?
Well, I think I don't know if we hit our stride, but I know we're starting to get to where we want to go, and that's the word we always use, especially in the first half, was inconsistency. Now we're trying to use the word consistency and build that. So we have things to get better at. I think the one thing is our specialty teams. Again, we have a lot of work to keep going in that order. They're going to be huge in the second half. I thought we took a step there last weekend, and we have to continue to do that, because they're going to be very, very important going forward here.
What was it about the special teams that was working? Because you guys were firing on all cylinders.
Well, I think it was a focus on each one of them. Going in there, we know we had one of the top. We had to in Omaha playing against one of the top power plays in the nation, and knowing that everybody had to do their job and be focused when they did that. So I think you had pretty good success doing that. On the power play, I think it was we won a few draws early, got pucks to the net early, and we scored on those opportunities. And I think simplifying a few things on the power play, having the shot first mentality, and just playing faster again. So again, when you boil it all down, I think it's just simplifying it and having a sharper focus.
How important was it for your team to get off on the right foot in the NCHC?
Huge. Obviously, you got 2 teams that are near the top there with Duluth and Denver, and then there's the rest of the pack. And I think one of the goals that we have here is make home ice as far as the playoffs and being top 4. So to do that is to bank as many points as you can, and it's huge to do that early in the second half. The other thing is we've won the McNaught Cup the last couple, not the McNaught Cup, excuse me, the Penrose Cup the last couple of years, and we want to do that again. And again, we've got a couple of teams that are a little bit ahead of us, so we got to try to make up ground. But again, it's not about trying to do that all in one weekend, one step. We have to make sure that each weekend is a step for us.
You scared that your captain's going to become a goal scorer now?
Yeah, we got to keep his feet on the ground. We got to make sure he knows who he is. No, but it's great to see with Gage. You know, I think not only Gage, but Johnny Simonson, Christian Willanen. You know, some of the guys that were a little snake bit here early on got on the score sheet. And again, you know, like Brad mentioned, it's not going to be that easy this weekend. You know, to score goals, we have to make sure that we do the right things to earn that. And again, with Gage, it's nice to see him get a little bit part of the offensive side of the game here.
Were you hoping he was going to go with the slap shot on that short-handed rush? I'm sure you've seen it in the showdown.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what was going to go on there, but you know, when he started to lift his stick, you knew the clap drive was coming, and again, it was a good shot, and again, he looked like he was on his toes and engaged the whole weekend, and it was nice for him to have a little success offensively.
You mentioned Johnny Simonson. Now, he's not getting a lot of points, but would it be fair to say that we can't just judge him on points, because doesn't he do a lot of other things like kill penalties, take important draws?
Yeah, he does all that. He's a glue guy. He's a team guy, and what I mean by that is, like, he'll do whatever it takes that's asked for him for the team, and he'll do it to the best of his capability on the ice. And then a lot of people, like in this room here, haven't seen him off the ice as far as what he does. Like, you know, he'll come in here on days off, and again, you know, it's the things you do when people don't see you. That make you a leader, a worker, and he's a worker. And again, he does so much work, not only on the ice, but people don't see that off the ice, that he does that too.
You had 17 players get on the score sheet on Friday night out of the 18 that were available. What does that do for the confidence of these guys, knowing that anybody can contribute to the offense of this team?
Well, it goes into North Dakota mentality that it's team first, that nobody's bigger than the program, and again, we know we have top end players come through our program that carry the load a lot of times, but again, to have success in the second half of the season, you're going to have other guys chipping away here. You know, I go back to last year, and a guy you never thought that Colton Sanderson would be a big part of our championship season on the run in the second half. He was one of a bunch of dominant players that had to come through, and he did. So again, it's nice to see that, but consistency is the main theme, and that we need it every weekend from everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.